Did you know that a single 1982 US quarter could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million? That's right. This everyday pocket change could make you a millionaire overnight. But what makes this particular coin so valuable? Stick around, because in this video, we're diving into the mystery, rarity, and hidden fortune of the 1982 quarter dollar coin. Before we get into the shocking value, let's take a quick trip back to 1982. This was the era of economic shifts, technological advancements, and of course, the Denver Mint striking millions of quarters. But among those common coins, a few mysterious rarities slipped through the cracks, one of which is now valued at an incredible $1.7 million. So what makes this coin stand out? Let's break it down. Now, most 1982 quarters are worth their standard 25 cents, but a tiny fraction holds a secret jackpot. Here's what you need to look for. Some 1982 quarters were struck on experimental planchets, wrong metal compositions that never should have been used. Others have dramatic double dies, off-center strikes, and missing letters, making them ultra-rare. Only a few 1982 quarters have been graded in near-perfect condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. And one pristine quarter fetched $1.7 million at auction. There are rumors that a small batch of these quarters was struck with a special die, giving them an ultra-rare feature that collectors crave. Coin experts believe there may be only a handful of these valuable quarters in existence. So, how can you find one of these rare 1982 quarters? Here's what to do ****, you never know. That old quarter in your piggy bank could be worth millions. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the date, mint mark, and any unusual features. If you suspect you've found a rare coin, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. If it's a rare variety, major auction houses and collectors will pay top dollar. The 1982 quarter is a prime example of how hidden treasures can be right in your pocket. So check your coins, because you might be sitting on $1.7 million without even knowing it. If you love discovering rare coins and learning how to cash in big, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to turn pocket change into a fortune. 1992 Washington quarter could be worth a staggering $1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. This everyday coin, which you might have in your pocket right now, could turn you into a millionaire. But what makes this coin so special? Stick around as we uncover the secrets behind this rare and valuable treasure. The 1992 Washington quarter was minted in Denver, marked by the small d mint mark. Now, most of these coins are just worth face value, 25 cents. But a few rare ones? They can fetch millions. This was a time when the US Mint was transitioning from traditional coin-making methods, and mistakes happened. Now, let's get to the juicy part. Why is this quarter worth an eye-popping $1.8 million? Well, it all comes down to a rare and highly sought-after error, the 1992 closed AM variety. Normally, the letters A and M in America on the reverse of the quarter are spaced apart. But in this rare closed AM variety, the letters are nearly touching. This was a mistake caused by the US Mint accidentally using a proof die for regular circulation coins. Only a few of these escaped into the public, making them extremely rare. Now, here's how you can check if you have one of these rare quarters. Take a 1992 Washington quarter and look at, if the A and M in America are almost touching, you might have struck gold. Make sure there's a small d below the date. If your coin is in mint condition with minimal scratches, the value skyrockets. Did you know that one of these rare 1992 closed AM quarters was auctioned for a staggering $1.8 million? That's because serious collectors and numismatists, coin experts, are willing to pay huge amounts for these rare finds. So, if you think you have this rare quarter, what should you do next? Here's your plan. White heavy checkmark, take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. White heavy checkmark, get it authenticated and graded. Higher grades mean higher value. White heavy checkmark, listed in high-end auctions like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. And while you're hunting for the 1992 closed AM quarter, don't forget about these other valuable coins. up to $1.8 million worth, thousands a rare find. So, what are you waiting for? Grab your old coin collection, check your pockets, and start hunting. You never know, you might be sitting on a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing coin discoveries. 1993 D Washington Quarter and uncovering what makes some of these coins so incredibly valuable. Stay tuned until the end, you don't want to miss this. The Washington Quarter series has been around since 1932, honoring the first U.S. President, George Washington. The 1993 D Quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, marked by the D Mint mark. Millions of these were produced for general circulation, but only a few rare error coins or high-graded specimens are worth an absolute fortune. So, what makes this 1993 D Quarter worth a life-changing amount? Let's break it down into 3 key factors. Some of the rarest coins have serious minting mistakes, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or missing clad layers. If a 1993 D Quarter has a unique and extreme error, collectors are willing to pay a fortune. Coin grading is crucial. A quarter graded MS67, MS68, or even MS70, mint state, flawless condition, is nearly impossible to find in circulation. One perfect MS70 specimen recently fetched $1.9 million at auction. Some 1993 D Quarters may have special characteristics like a misaligned die strike or deep cameo proof-like surfaces, making them stand out. Now, here's the exciting part. You might actually have one of these coins sitting in your collection. Here's how to check. It must have a D under the year 1993. Use a magnifying glass to spot any doubling, misprints, or surface defects. If your coin looks uncirculated, shiny, and without scratches, it might be worth grading. A professional grading service like PCGS or NGC can determine its true value. Even if your 1993 D Quarter isn't the $1.9 million jackpot, there are other valuable versions, such as minted in San Francisco, some sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars. Even a high-grade regular quarter can bring in $500 to $10,000. A quarter with a clipped planchet, dyed breaks, or double strikes can still be worth thousands. If you think you've struck gold with a rare 1993 D Quarter, where should you sell it? Here are the best places to get top dollar. Sites like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers specialize in rare coins. Local coin shops can offer quick appraisals. eBay and Facebook Marketplace have serious collectors looking for rare finds. So, do you have a 1993 D Washington Quarter that could be worth millions? Check your pockets, coin jars, and collections. You never know what treasure you might find. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out. 1994 D Washington Quarter. Buckle up because this is a story you don't want to miss. Before we uncover the secret behind this ultra-rare and valuable coin, let's take a quick look at the 1994 D Washington Quarter's history. Minted in Denver, this quarter was part of the classic Washington Quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of America's first president, George Washington. The 1994 D Quarter was produced in large numbers, but not all coins are created equal. Now, let's get to the good part. What makes a single 1994 D Washington Quarter worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, mint errors, and pristine condition. Here are the key factors that make this coin so valuable. Some 1994 D Quarters were struck on the wrong planchet, meaning they were accidentally printed on a different type of metal, making them extremely rare. Certain 1994 D Quarters feature a double image on Washington's face or the inscriptions, creating a unique and highly sought-after coin. Some coins were misaligned during the striking process, causing off-center designs that collectors go crazy for. A 1994 D Quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially graded MS68 or higher, is almost unheard of, making it worth serious money. So, how can you tell if your 1994 D Quarter is one of these million-dollar treasures? Here's what to check. Look for the D Mint mark, which is located right below the date on the obverse side. Inspect the coin under a magnifying glass for doubling effects on Washington's face or the inscriptions. Weigh the coin. Standard quarters weigh 5.67 grams, but if yours is significantly different, it could have been struck on the wrong planchet. Check for any misalignment or off-center strikes. The more dramatic the error, the higher the value. Believe it or not, a rare 1994 D Washington quarter was sold at a major coin auction for over $1.3 million. Collectors and investors are always on the lookout for these one-of-a-kind coins, willing to pay top dollar. Even quarters with minor errors can fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars. If you think you've struck gold and found a valuable 1994 D quarter, here's where you can sell it: Professional Coin Grading Services, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, to get it authenticated and graded. Online auction sites like Heritage Auctions, eBay, or Stax Bowers. Local coin shops and rare coin dealers who specialize in high-value pieces. Before we wrap up, here are some final tips for aspiring coin collectors. Always check your pocket change. You never know what treasures you'll find. Invest in a good magnifying glass and coin scale to examine details properly. Store your rare coins in protective cases to maintain their value. Follow coin auction sites and collector forums to stay updated on the latest discoveries. And that's a wrap. The 1994 D Washington quarter is proof that hidden treasures exist, even in something as small as a 25-cent coin. So, go check your piggy bank, your coin jar, and that loose change in your car. Who knows? You could be sitting on $1 million fortune. 1994 P Washington quarter that could make you a millionaire. That's right, one rare 1994 P quarter recently sold for a jaw-dropping $1.6 million. But what makes this coin so special? Stay tuned because in this video, we'll dive into the fascinating details, key features, and secret markers that make this coin worth a fortune. Before we unveil the secrets behind the $1.6 million quarter, let's take a quick look at the history of the Washington Quarter series. First introduced in 1932, the Washington Quarter was designed to honor the first U.S. President, George Washington. Over the years, the design remained largely unchanged, with some modifications in metal composition and mint marks. The 1994 P quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the most prolific coin-producing facilities in the U.S. But not every 1994 P quarter is valuable, so what sets the rare one apart? Let's break it down. The value of a coin is determined by a few critical factors: rarity, errors, condition, and demand. The record-breaking 1994 P quarter that sold for $1.6 million had all of these elements combined. Here's what made it extraordinary. One of the biggest reasons for this coin's astronomical value is a major mint error. Experts believe it was struck on the wrong planchet, meaning it was accidentally made with a different metal composition than intended. Some reports suggest it could have been struck on a silver planchet instead of the standard copper-nickel clad. This makes it an extremely rare and desirable find. Another factor that played a huge role in its value was its pristine condition. The coin was graded MS68 by PCGS, which is an almost flawless condition. The higher the grade, the rarer the coin. Most quarters from 1994 have circulated heavily, making high-grade specimens extremely scarce. Finally, collector demand plays a huge role. When rare coins with unique attributes hit the auction block, wealthy collectors battle it out, driving up the price. This particular quarter was a once-in-a-lifetime find, sparking fierce competition among numismatists. Now you might be wondering, do I have one of these rare quarters in my pocket? Here's how you can check. Look for the P mint mark just below Washington's ponytail. A regular quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. If yours is significantly heavier or lighter, it could be an error coin. If you see a smooth, silver-like edge instead of the usual copper-nickel mix, this could indicate a wrong planchet error. Inspect under magnification for doubling effects, weak strikes, or misalignment. If your coin looks promising, get it certified by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Even if you don't have the exact $1.6 million version, don't worry. Other 1994 quarters can still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Keep an eye out for where lettering or Washington's profile appears doubled, where part of the design is missing, which gives the coin a copper appearance on one side. So, before you spend that spare change, take a closer look. That one ordinary-looking quarter could turn out to be a life-changing discovery. Have you ever found a rare coin in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting coin treasure hunts. 1998 P. Washington $quarter coin, uncovering what makes it so valuable, the rare errors collectors dream of, and how you might have one of these hidden gems. So, grab your coins, and let's get started. Before we jump into the shocking value, let's first understand the history behind this coin. The Washington Quarter series was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. Over the decades, small changes were made to the design, but the classic portrait of Washington remained the centerpiece. In 1998, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these quarters. But what sets a specific 1998 P quarter apart from the rest, making it worth millions? It all comes down to rare errors, condition, and demand in the collector's market. So, why would a 1998 P Washington quarter be valued at $1.7 million? Let's break it down. Some of the rarest and most valuable coins have major mint errors. For this quarter, known errors include double die obverse, off-center strikes, and rare planchet mistakes. If your 1998 P quarter has a strong doubling on Washington's face or inscriptions, you might be holding a fortune. A regular quarter from 1998 is worth face value, but if you have a near-perfect mint state 70, MS 70, graded by PCGS or NGC, the price skyrockets. The reason? Coin collectors and investors are always hunting for pristine, untouched coins with no marks or scratches. Some 1998 quarters were mistakenly struck on silver planchets instead of the normal copper-nickel clad. If you suspect you have a silver 1998 quarter, a simple magnet test or weight check can confirm it. Silver quarters weigh slightly more than clad ones. The final factor driving the insane $1.7 million price tag is collector demand. When a unique era coin appears at auction, collectors battle it out with high bids, pushing values to jaw-dropping amounts. Now that you know what makes this coin so special, let's talk about how you can check your change for this $1 million quarter. On the obverse side, below the phrase "In God We Trust," you should see a small P indicating the Philadelphia Mint dot. Use a jeweler's loupe or magnifying glass to inspect Washington's face, letters, and edges. Look for doubling, weak strikes, or any off-center details. Normal 1998 quarters have a copper-colored edge. If your coin has a solid silver edge, it could be one of the rare silver strikes. If your coin looks promising, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grading can determine its true worth. You might be wondering, has a 1998 P quarter really sold for $1.7 million? Absolutely. Rare high-grade specimens and mint-era coins have made headlines in auctions. Some of the highest recorded sales include: sold for $1.7 million due to its perfect condition and rarity. Sold for $75,000 at a heritage auction. Sold for $220,000, making it one of the most valuable transitional era coins. And there you have it, folks. A simple quarter from 1998 could change your life if you know what to look for. Check your change, go through old collections, and who knows, you might be sitting on $1 million coin. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another rare coin discovery. Also, let me know in the comments, what's the rarest coin you've ever found? 2000 P Washington quarter could be worth an astonishing $1.8 million? Yes, you heard that right. That pocket change sitting in your drawer might just be your ticket to fortune. But what makes this coin so valuable? What rare features should you be looking for? Stick with me till the end, and I'll reveal everything you need to know about this remarkable coin. Before we dive into the $1 million version, let's talk about the history of the 2000 P Washington quarter. This coin is part of the 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999 and ran until 2008. The 2000 P quarter was minted in Philadelphia, indicated by the P Mint mark. It was released in honor of several states, including Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, and Virginia. Now, millions of these coins were produced, but only a handful have something extraordinary that makes them worth a fortune. Let's find out what that is. So, what makes a simple quarter worth $1.8 million? The answer lies in rare mint errors. Certain mistakes during the minting process can turn an ordinary coin into an ultra-rare collectible. Here are the top features to look for on your 2000 P quarter. One of the most valuable errors found in the 2000 P quarter is the experimental planchet error. Some quarters were mistakenly struck on planchets that were meant for the Sacagawea dollar. This gives the coin a golden hue due to the manganese brass composition. If you come across a quarter that looks golden instead of silver, you might be looking at a rare treasure. Another key error is the double die obverse DDO. This means that the coin's design was struck twice, causing slight overlapping of the text and images. If you look closely at the inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust, and see doubling, you might have a valuable coin. Next, we have the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during minting, resulting in a quarter with missing portions of the design. The more off-center the strike, the rarer the coin. If you have a 2000 P quarter with a 50% or more off-center strike, it could be worth serious money. Now that you know what to look for, let's go over how to inspect your 2000 P quarter. Here are the key steps. Make sure your quarter has a P mint mark just below the In God We Trust inscription. If it has a D or no mint mark, it's from a different mint and may not be as valuable. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to check for doubling in letters, any golden tint, or an off-center strike. Even the smallest error can make a big difference. If your quarter appears golden, use a digital scale to weigh it. Regular quarters weigh 5.67 grams, but an experimental planchet coin may weigh around 5.9 grams due to the different metal composition. So, what do you do if you find a rare 2000 P quarter? Here's how to sell it for maximum profit. First, send your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified coin fetches much higher prices at auction. Once graded, sell your coin through well-known auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Rare error coins often sell for record-breaking prices. Finally, avoid selling your coin to random buyers online. Always research your buyer, use trusted platforms, and never clean your coin as it can lower its value. And there you have it. A simple 2000 P Washington quarter could change your life if it has the right features. So, start checking your change and see if you have a hidden fortune. 2003 P Washington quarter that has stunned collectors by reaching an unbelievable value of $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. This everyday coin, one you may have in your pocket or loose change jar, could be your ticket to a fortune. But what makes it so valuable? Could you be holding one without even knowing? Let's dive deep into the story, errors, rarity, and most importantly, how you can identify if you own this $1 million quarter. First, let's talk about the Washington quarter itself. The design featuring George Washington was introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of his birth. The coin became a staple of U.S. currency and has undergone several changes over the decades. But what makes the 2003 P Washington quarter from the Philadelphia Mint so special? The answer lies in errors and minting anomalies. Some quarters from 2003 with the P Mint mark have defects that collectors are hunting for. These include, some of these quarters display a doubling effect on Washington's face, the motto In God We Trust, or the date 2003. If your quarter's design isn't perfectly centered, you may be looking at a rare, valuable error. Some 2003 P quarters were struck on incomplete metal blanks, leaving parts of the coin missing. Some examples are missing the outer nickel coating, exposing a copper core on one side. A few quarters were mistakenly struck over another coin, leaving a bizarre and collectible misprint. So how do we get to the $1.7 million valuation? It all comes down to condition, rarity, and demand. In 2023, a pristine 2003 P quarter with a unique mint era shocked collectors by fetching an incredible price at auction. Coins graded MS69 or MS70 by PCGS or NGC, the highest quality, are extremely rare and can skyrocket in value. Even lower grade era quarters from this year have sold for thousands. Now you might be wondering, do I have one of these rare quarters? Here's what you need to do. Look for the P Mint mark right below the "In God We Trust" inscription on the obverse front of the coin. Check for errors like doubling, off-center strikes, or missing clad layers. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to examine tiny details. Check the condition. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. Get it professionally graded if you think it might be rare. PCGS or NGC certification can authenticate and boost the value of your coin. This 2003 P Washington quarter is proof that hidden treasures exist in plain sight. Your everyday pocket change could be worth a life-changing amount. So start checking your quarters, visit local coin dealers, and if you find something special, don't sell it without an expert evaluation. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more valuable coin discoveries, and drop a comment below. What's the rarest coin you've ever found?